Okay, so we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode, another session. uh, I think this will be a chill-ish session based on what we discovered last week. But let us see. Uh, Anyone wants to give us the summary of last session?
Right? Last time it was me whose turn it is now.
I can go. Um, if I can remember what happened last session.
That's what I'm
so,
trying to do too, is remember.
Yeah.
So we. They're all blurring together in my brain right now. I remember we talked to the elf dude, the half-elven
Talk
guy.
to the wizard. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And found out that the Nightmare King is his brother.
Yes.
Ned had his big performance and made a shitload of gold.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yep. And got an invite by the king in the near future to perform, but with strict restriction. So basically, yeah. You
Yeah,
have
pretty
to
much.
be nationalist, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
And
Yep.
hate elves.
Yes, very much like human first.
Yeah. Rah rah ree ree.
We got eyes on the Baron, who is oddly smitten with Claire.
Mm-hmm.
We tailed him a little bit. He gave us a promissory note containing his signature.
I found out where his bedroom is via cockatrice jerky.
Yes, well, perhaps.
At least where
He
he
may
takes
have-
his clothes off.
Yeah.
True. And I think we had pretty much just decided that we were going to get the kids and bug out because we're not exactly on board with the assassination that we suspect is going to happen, but we're not certain either.
Right. And when we met with Melmore, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I have MMR written on my notebook, so I have no idea what that means.
It's either Melmore or Falmore, I think, so.
I believe it's Velmore.
Yeah.
We
The ones you've met, the one you met is Melmor with an M, and he claims to be the brother of the Hag King, which he claims its actual
Hag
name
King,
is
sorry.
Valmor.
Falmore with a V.
so we ended up doing the assignment for
Lexi.
Lexi of like luring him out. And that's when we like talked with him and figured out who his brother is and all that kind of stuff.
And we had a huge lore dump.
Yeah.
Yes, and we had a brain wipe of one of our party members.
Yeah, Blythe lost. her-
Blythe had a bad day.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But luckily we managed to restore her memory somehow.
Dara just spammed magic until something stuck.
Until it worked.
She's like, try everything.
And we pretty much left off with our semi-friendly new wizard ally making his way back to the keep. And I think that's about where we left off.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
You were outside of the city gates, where you took Melmor to claim. I don't remember exact what was your the excuse that you used for him to leave the.
We have something to show him. Yes.
It was the spell book,
The
the necromancer's book.
Yeah. Okay. So that you did, and now you are entering the city once again behind him. This time a little uh, not so confident because you, as you said, you don't know exactly what would happen after you took him out of the castle. If something is going to happen to someone, you can create your theories, but you don't know for sure what the Thieves Guild and Lexi wants to do with all of this. But as you are entering the city, he once again transforms himself using magic to change his appearance. And as he said, he is going to rush back to the king's keep while he still has some research and some things that he is going to look for now that he agreed to help you with to stop his brother, whatever it is that he plans to do. But that being said, you are back into the city. Is there anything you want to do, like priority?
Yes. Yes. So before we had done that, Vita had gotten the forgery kit and had spent some time practicing on the Baron's signature.
Yeah.
So I think I need to make a check for success on forgery.
Just double check on that, but I'm pretty sure forgery kit. Components. A well-crafted forgery, such as papers proclaiming you to be a noble or written to grant you safe passage. Oh, yeah, it's a DC 15 to mimic handwriting. It's right there on Xanatar's guide. So you can make a check with your forgery kit. I allow you to use dexterity for this.
Yes.
And you bought the kit itself on the last session, so you can, since you are using the kit, you have advantage on that check.
And then
I will give you guidance.
Take a bardic.
alright, so that's gonna give me what? A 1d4
Yep.
A 1d6.
and a 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's go ahead and roll here.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so we got a 16 without any addition.
Yeah, you can keep your guidance in your bardic to use later on because your 16 is enough to have success mimicking the handwriting.
So
you practice, you now know how to replicate his signature.
So I made a second, basically promissory note in the exact same amount as the one he gave us. So we now have an additional 500 gold that we can use to spend on things.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I believe we had a little shopping we needed to do.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so what did we need to do for Ned?
All Ned is going to do is Ned is going to find a leather worker. Ned is tired of leaving larger, more expensive pieces of loot behind, so he wants to go see if somebody can make him a bag of holding.
Okay. And then Urist needed what?
Turn his chain into a +1.
Okay.
And he's gonna go to the dwarf blacksmith to have it enchanted.
Alright. Vita's going back to the people who taught her the artifice to find the mechanical contraption dealer. And she's going to pick up winged boots and goggles of night.
Okay, so this campaign is over. You won. Can now go. Can now go.
Hey,
to
don't start that. You already told me you know how to stop us from derailing it.
Just
I already had a magic loot that can make us fly.
Yeah, but Blythe is like the DM's worst nightmare. But
That's when I
And-
throw the whole party into the dungeons and they have to fight underground.
Welcome to Tier 2, Ariel.
I get flight in 2 levels. I'm so excited.
Oh god, reverse gravity field, crap. We all fly off into space. But anyways, and then there was some spells that were going to be worked on, I believe. But
Lauren sent me a lot of
is
stuff
not
that
here.
she's going to do while you're doing all that, so you can focus on what the four of you want to get done
Okay.
before you leave town.
This entire session, Blythe is locked in her room copying
Yeah,
spells.
she is doing nerd wizard things.
And then I think after we get all of the shopping done, did we need to go find a cart?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, Ned's actually gonna invest in a carriage if he's able to find one, a carriage and a horse for us.
Well, it shouldn't be as difficult, but let me just double check our handy traders and
I think-
merchants thing.
I think carriage might be excellent. If it is, I'll just get us a covered wagon.
Yes.
Can I help you?
Weapons,
I'm busy.
vehicles. Actually, it is not. No, carriage. It is excellent cheer. So
Heartbreaking.
yeah, you can grab yourself a wagon.
A covered wagon. Like the pioneers.
The same guy the same guy that is the only one to sell carriages also sells long ships and sailing ships for 10,000. So he's a very
Bit rich for my blood friend, but I'll be back.
The only guy that sells carpets of lions can sell you a carriage. You're asking too much for the humble merchants.
I guess so, yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, is that a Persian? I only fly shag.
Anyway, so yeah, you can get yourself a wagon on the price listed there. What else?
So I think just a horse to like a draft horse or a pony to pull the wagon. So I think that's like 85 gold off of my part.
Yeah, the draft I think is the cheapest horse.
It also has the highest carrying, so
Yeah.
I'll just grab us a draft horse.
Pony is cheaper, but I don't know if a pony can.
No, probably not. Donkeys, maybe.
Yeah, the mule is very cheap. He is 8 gold pieces.
I don't want a donkey.
Do you want a donkey?
I kind of want a donkey.
Okay, I'll get I'll get Dara a donkey. So how much is the wagon?
I had it open in front of me, and now okay, so the wagon is 35, and then if you want the donkey or the mule, both are 8 gold pieces.
All right, so I'll get us a mule, and so we're down to 187.
And
Or I'm down to 187.
a single one
Well,
for the wagon?
What's up?
A single mule for the wagon? Or are you going to grab a pair?
We'll probably need 2.
Yeah.
I'll spring for that.
No, it's okay.
I can pay for one too.
We can
Yeah.
help. Remember, we have that additional 500 split
That's
now.
fair. So our take is up to 330 with the additional 500, and then it is 51 for the wagon and 2 mules. So 320 each. So now we're at 320, and I'll just eat the 1.
Okay.
All right.
Ned's got like a little abacus that he's doing math on. It's like I'm too smart. I'm not smart enough to do this.
Vita's doing it in her head.
Dara just takes
just
whatever
look it
she's
up
given
further.
and has no concept of what it ever, like... She's like, oh, thank you.
Urist could do it. He just doesn't want to.
Fair.
Yeah,
Respect.
Ned doesn't even ask Urist.
So very important question. What is going to be the names of the donkeys?
Oh. We should name one Donk Donk.
Let's call the other one Thor.
Derifer and Winifred.
Yes.
Mr. Ed and Winnie.
I love it. It's
Let's
canon.
do it.
Derifer and Winifred. They're in love, but they're not having children because mules are sterile.
They'll adopt.
They're just living their two best double income, no kids lives. They're dink donks.
That sounds dirty.
Okay. I'd never once in my life associated myself with donkeys so hard than what you just
hmm
done right now.
Don't have kids. It's a trap. I love my kids. Don't have kids.
I already have four. They are cats, but they are my kids, you know.
That's,
You know,
I have,
They're
you-
cheaper to feed.
the tax incentives are smaller, but God, the overhead is a lot less too.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta take the kitty in next week if at all possible. We had a bat flying around in here yesterday night,
Ooh.
and
Oh,
he had it in his mouth.
Oh.
My God.
the mighty
Yeah.
hunter.
Oh, this is like the third time this has happened in like 9 months.
Craziest thing I ever saw was my little like half munchkin sphere of a cat snatch a bird out of midair.
Oh, my cats
Like-
are way too chonk to even consider doing anything like that.
I thought the same thing, and then apparently I live with a predator.
Yup. Suppressed urges.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, gotta go get him his shots.
Okay, so now we have Derifer and Winifred.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright.
Perfect.
So out of morbid curiosity, I feel like Vita's gonna go to Lexi just to see the outcome of what we just did.
Did we get paid from Lexi? What was?
I
Yeah,
think
you-
there's something there too. That we're supposed to get paid. But yeah, I think morbid curiosity, Vita wants to find out what's going on.
Do you want backup?
Mhm.
I think yeah, we should all be together in case, stuff hits the fan.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so if you go for Lexi, trying to contact her, eventually you find her, and she is a little nervous as she sees you, but she welcomes you, saying, "Well, how did it go?"
Ned's gonna telepathically over to Vita and everyone else and be like, "Do we want her to know that the wizard saw her when he read our minds?
No.
No.
We don't want to spill that bean. Cool.
No.
Absolutely not.
It went okay, Lexi. I mean, we had a nice little chat. And what about your people? Did we keep him distracted long enough for you?
Well, actually, I cannot explain to you exactly what was about to happen because I myself don't even know the the entirety of the plot that is
That's
happening at this point.
Insight check.
that's a
Oh
level
yes.
of yeah. I'm gonna have Squidly's big ol' eye give me advantage.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just watching every move she makes.
God, my roll 20 is moving backwards today.
Dara, you can tell that, as mentioned before, insight is not a lie detector, so
Mm-hmm.
you can have a fundamental guess based on her the way that she acts, but it if it is not a lie detector, you can tell that she is outright lying to you when she says that.
I Vita's just going to kind of like look at her, like not even being able to tell that she's lying. Like, just give her a little bit of a warning, like, well, just remember that if anything blows back on us, you're the only name we can give up.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, where does that come from? I think we are doing great in our
It's something.
partnership.
No, we are, but I've just got this sneaking little feeling that, well, there's something going on here that we probably don't want to be associated with, but the money's good.
Where are we? Are we like in a tavern that we met her in before?
Yeah,
How many people are around us?
all the times you've been through this tavern, there is only the bartender and her. There's no one else inside.
I'm gonna just like lean into Vita and very quietly say, "Do you want me to make her tell the truth?"
Let's not cross that bridge just yet. Let's not do something we can't come back from.
And that's also my subtle way of telling you she's lying to you.
Yeah, definitely picking up on that vibe from you. But yeah, not gonna push her, just leaving her with a friendly little warning. Now, I believe we needed to conclude our transaction.
Oh yes, of course. And just so we can be dead clear with one another. If you just oh my god, my throat is killing me. If you just did as you were told and didn't raise any flags, there is no reason to think they will come after you or after me.
Oh, well then everything's good. We're all
Yeah.
great.
Exactly. We are all happy and dandy. So, as for payment, we agreed upon on 300 gold pieces, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe that was correct.
Perfect then. Here it is. And I have to ask if you are willing to do another job.
Definitely taking the temperature of the group on this one before saying yes or no.
Urist
I
like
mean-
shakes his head almost imperceptibly. Nope.
Ned?
Ned like speaks into your mind and is like, I trust this woman about as far as I can throw this tavern.
Unfortunately, Lexi, I feel like at the moment we have some of our own personal issues that we have to take care of. But
Probably be leaving town.
yeah, we do still need to meet with, your higher up that you did say would meet with us. However, that may have to wait till a later time as something pressing has come up outside of town.
Of course, of course. Well, uh, about that meeting, as you say, I'm still trying to schedule that, but as you can imagine, the guild master is always busy.
Important people, busy, busy, busy. Yes,
Yes.
I understand.
Well, in the meantime, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Alright, sounds good. And I think at that point we kind of should just kind of mosey on out.
Diddly addle.
Okay,
Okay, where next?
we need to find the kids and take them out. So, how do we do this, though?
Well, we can either. So we need to. Are we going to find the kids that are still missing? Because if that's the case, then we need to get into Buddy's office and find his records to where he sold the other kids to. Or do we just take the kids that we have now and split, and then come back later once the sisters have been able to track the other ones down?
Why not touch base with the sisters, see if they've found anything new out?
I can
And
follow
go
up
from
with
there.
the Baron. I can see if I can squeeze into the Baron's office, maybe go through some records.
I hate to split the party, but this feels like a split the party.
Well, I definitely don't think that Ned should go alone.
Exactly, and given that it's a sneaky mission, it feels like a Vita thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So me and Urist go talk to the sisters, and Vita and Ned go find.
I mean, we could all just go to the sisters together before we split up, and maybe it won't even be necessary.
Or we just go to both for all of them. I can make myself look like Blythe. I won't sound like Blythe, but I can make myself look like her.
At that point, just make yourself look like the Baron.
How will talking to himself help?
No, to get us into his property.
Oh, I don't think we even need that. I think all we need is Claire.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to double up, especially if they look like they're in a conversation as they approach the gate and just keep walking right on in.
Until we walk right into the Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd probably
and they
be
look through my illusion and I'm dead.
Yeah. Just an
best case
idea.
scenario is just I can follow up with the Baron under the pretense of following up regarding my upcoming performance, see if he has any more information on that. And then that'll give you a chance to get in and do some snooping.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If
I can also give Vita invisibility while she's in there to really help with those stealth checks.
That would help.
and if Ned can keep the Baron distracted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, sounds like a split up.
All right.
Oh, Urist.
Yes.
Let's
Shall
go
we,
see
Vita?
this.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright, let's do this.
Then when you guys are done, do you want to just meet us at the sisters?
Yeah, we can do that. Either that or back at Mother Wren's.
Yep.
Okay, we'll meet back at Mother Wren's.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
Also, where did we put our cart and donkeys?
We
Uh,
left him with Blythe.
yeah, Blythe's got him back at Mother or whatever tavern we're staying at.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just
Usually taverns have places to
Stables.
stables.
okay. Just so you know, you brought donkeys, but they are wearing a horse skin, so they are premium. But here they are.
My God, Derrifer, Winifred, you're majestic.
They're wearing hats of disguise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
They are painted as a horse. Anyway.
That's so used car dealership.
Yeah. Okay, so who wants to go first in this split the party scenario?
Let's do the infiltration first.
Okay.
It's it's the more roll heavy.
Okay. So right as we're about to turn the corner on the Baron's property, I am going to cast invisibility from my loot, just to have Vita invisible as we approach.
All right.
Okay, so Vita is impossible to be detected.
And that lasts for an hour, so we've got plenty of time.
Okay.
All right, so I'll approach the Baron's office, and I'll like. So, first off, I guess I'm kind of looking for like a secretary or a receptionist or somebody who can kind of receive me on his behalf. Hello, is anybody?
Um, okay, first of all, make a charisma check as you do that. You can roll either deception or persuasion.
I'll roll deception.
Yeah, invisibility ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So technically, Vida can interact with doors and everything without ending the spell.
21.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
And how are you dressed, Nedgar? You
I'm just in Ned clothing right now. So I'm showing up because this is a business proposition. I'm doing my best to show up in my like street attire, and then if I need to, I'll flash the clairvoyant outfit.
okay? Perfect. So, as you ask for anyone to to see you to help you, there is a servant, a human, kind of like a more how can you say, like a butler in fancy clothing and looking like someone who has some ruling over the other servants, some higher up of the servants. He comes towards you and says in a very nubbly accent, oh yes, my lord, how can I help you?
Hello. My name is Nedgar Goodbird. Perhaps you know me more by my nom de guerre, clairvoyant. I'm here to speak with the good Baron Zorik regarding an engagement he and I discussed several days hence. Is he available?
Um, the Baron was. I'll check with the Baron. Give me a moment. You can feel at home. Would you like some tea while you wait?
Water, please. I do my best to stay away from the caffeinated stuff.
Oh, I see. He gives you a glass of water and then he leaves. And not
Vita
speaking.
follows.
Okay. I don't have a map for the mansion, but you follow exactly where he goes.
Mhm.
Close enough, but not close enough to like bump into anything or him or anything like that. But yes.
Okay, so you have advantage on your stealth for being invisible, but there is still a chance that you make some noise or that you
Don't roll a 1.
yeah they can
Well, with invisibility plus the hood of the cloak up, do I have super advantage on this?
super advantage. What is
Just
the
automatic pass without trace.
which cloak
That
it is you
seems
have?
extreme.
Elvenkind.
What's that?
What cloak?
Yeah,
Elvenkind.
elven kind.
Let's see. To see you have disadvantage, you have advantage of stealth made check to hide as the cloak color shifts camouflage. Okay. That still only the description of the cloak says it affects sight from you when you are invisible, so they don't stack
Okay.
together. And as I said,
Just checking. It was ridiculous anyways,
yeah,
so.
you could still be heard, or maybe they smell you. There are other ways for you to be detected.
Right.
Need to grab pass without trace later.
That definitely would help for some of the clankier members.
Looking at you.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I get it next level, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Ranger.
But yeah, no. I'm following cautiously. Since I'm assuming he's headed for the Baron's office.
Yeah. Okay. He goes up some stairs and then he goes through some corridors until eventually he comes to a door that he only opens slightly, and he only puts like his ear close to the opening of the door, and he says, "Master Zorik, the artist known as Nedgar or Clairvoyant is here to talk business with you." And what is your passive perception, Vida?
I believe I'm up to 17.
Okay, so yeah, I don't need a check for you. You can hear a mumbled voice coming from inside, almost like he doesn't have any strength to speak loudly. He says, "Tell him I'm going downstairs in a minute." "Of course, master." And then he closes the door and starts coming back downstairs.
I step aside, out of his way.
Yes. And you
No.
wait for...
Yep, I'm pressing up against the wall, near about probably 4 or 5 feet away from the door that he just opened, and just waiting.
Okay. Ned, the butler comes to you and says that the Baron is going to be there in a minute, and not in a minute, but some 15, maybe 20 minutes later. Vida, if you wait all this time, the door opens and the Baron is leaving what looks like his office.
Okay.
He leaves and he locks the door with a key,
Okay.
and then he goes downstairs.
Okay.
What do you do?
Once I'm sure he's clear, I'm going to try and unlock it, making sure there's nobody around.
Okay. You make sure, but roll your thieves tools if you want to pick the lock.
You still have guidance and bardic as well, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know about guidance, but I think Bardic.
I think guidance would have failed by now.
Okay, so yeah,
Guidance
you probably
only
still
lasts
have
a
my
minute.
bardic.
Guidance is like 1 minute or so. Yeah, 1 minute.
Do-do-do. So 21.
Okay. The door opens in front of you, and you can see the Baron's office.
Okay. Do I see any kind of like filing system set up for paperwork or anything like that? Or just a desk?
Yeah, you see a desk, you see other things that you would expect, like a bookshelf. You can see a globe on one of the corners depicting the map of the known world. And as you look for files or something specific, you can see that he has three drawers that you open very quickly, and the three of them are packed full of documents. Uh,
Okay.
you can take some 5 minutes to decipher exactly how it is organized, or you can roll investigation.
Hmm. Well, let's try investigation. Worst case scenario, I have to take the 5 minutes anyways. Yeah. Yeah, we take the 5 minutes, obviously.
Yeah, no, not that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take your 5 minutes, and you will be needing even more, but you know you don't have that much time on you. You still haven't figured out. You've taken a look at a lot of those papers, but you don't want to leave them unorganized, so we could raise a flag that someone has been there. So you have to make a drastic decision. You cannot tell where it is the information that you need. Do you want to take all the papers, or do you want to take one of the three drawers of papers?
I'm assuming it's way too many papers to take all of them.
Yeah, if you have a bag of holding. Oh, I didn't give you one. Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't get that one yet. Are there any windows in this office?
Yes, there is. Behind the main desk, there is a large window.
Is it locked?
You try it, and it locks from the inside, so you can unlock it very easily.
Ned, if I do this, are you gonna be okay on your own?
Yeah. Ned hasn't met a situation he couldn't talk himself out of yet. You know, except those ogres, but I mean, like, he's no ogre.
Oh, the indecision. I take them all and I stuff them in every possible crevice and pocket and bag that I have on me.
Oh, okay. Even if it damages the papers.
I'm taking them out and I'm folding them up as much as I can, just like in half, and sticking them into pockets and things. So slight damage, but not severe damage. I'm hoping. Anyways.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to take most of them in your pockets and your bags and your pouches and whatnot. And if you want the last drawer worth of paper, you can leave holding them on your hands. They will be invisible as long as they are in your possession.
I just can't resist my chaotic nature. I'm gonna find a pad of paper on the top of the desk, and I'm gonna scrawl a note that says Quarian sends his regards.
my god.
I can't
Stop!
resist it.
What is going on?
I can't help myself. And then I'm gonna make sure that the office door is locked once again. I'm gonna unlock the window, and I'm gonna activate my boots, and I'm gonna fly out, and I'm gonna close the window as closely as possible, so that it is not immediately noticeable, and then circle back around to the front, outside the gate, and land in some like trees and some bushes, and just wait for Ned to return.
Okay, so while you do that, you are invisible and you are flying. There's no chance of anyone detecting you. While that was happening, Ned, eventually after you wait a long time, the Baron Zorek comes to you. He he seems a little more a little strange than when the first time you met him. You don't know if he was in a good mood then because of the performance, and now he is in his normal mood, but he is kind of grumpy as you can see as he walks.
Can I do an insight check?
Uh, yes, you can. Nicholas on the Twitch chat saying that I made the same mistake I did on his party, giving the boots of flying to the players.
The hot 9.
Yeah, that's the conclusion you get. Either this is his normal or he's something happened.
Baron, Nedgar Goodberry. We met several days ago at my performance as clairvoyant. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm good. What about you?
Hey, no complaints here, so no complaints. I was merely following up. It was my understanding that you had enlisted my services to perform for the king. My compatriots and I have received a call from back in the small village of Thorpe, which we must address. I just wanted to ensure that you shan't need to be calling on me whilst I'm out of town. I would not want to inconvenience yourself or His Majesty.
Well, actually was trying to do just that, but there's been a problem.
Oh? Is there anything that I could assist with, my lord? I mean, my cadre and I myself are very accomplished problem solvers.
I believe you, but this isn't a problem the court can figure out by our own.
Of course, is anything you're able to share? I consider you a friend, and you have my confidence.
You don't need to worry about that. The king is feeling unwell, and I don't think this will be the time for your performance. But
He's totally dead. Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Poison.
What you just said?
Out of character.
Yeah, that was out of character.
No, just kidding.
That was Chris the Bard, not Ned the Bard. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm terribly sorry to hear of yourself, of your troubles, and of the king's illness. If there's anything that you need in the future, do not hesitate to reach out to me. And additionally, if I do happen to carry the services of a paladin chosen by the gods, if there's any type of illness His Majesty is dealing with, I might be able to see if our ministrations can do anything. But regardless, I appreciate you letting me know. And again, if you ever need my services, please do not hesitate to reach out. You ever have a friend in me.
Wait a minute. Don't you go just yet. There might be still opportunities for your performance to be held in court, but
I am a man of opportunities.
I was thinking, for how long are you staying in the city?
I believe we should be here probably another 3-4 days. before we journey back to Thorpe. I would need to speak with. You spoke with Madame Blythe, my manager. She handles all the time constraints and things like that. I just look pretty and sing songs. You know how it is.
Um, well, that's unfortunate, but if I may ask, what business do you have in a little town like Torpe?
We do. My party and I first came together in Thorpe, and I studied under the great bard Raphael there. I merely mean to go back and seek to hone my craft a bit more in his service. Additionally, we have friends and ties to the community. We made a bit of our name for ourselves while we were down there last, and so we just like to tie up loose ends and see old friends, as it were.
Okay, so you have 3 more days. Yeah, let's hope the
It's-
king is feeling
Mhm.
better by tomorrow, so we can enjoy your presentation.
Of course.
And if you don't mind, the sort of things like saying, spreading the rumor that the king is feeling unwell drives too much unwanted attention. The king is rather old and everyone knows this, but we don't want anyone speculating on the worst, so if you can please don't say that to anyone.
Oh my lord! Of course not. Perhaps you weren't aware. Claire's full name is Claire Discretion Voyant. So you have my deepest discretion. Well, if that's all, I will return to my duties and prepare for preparations. If you need me, please feel free to call upon me at any time. I know a man of your means can find me anywhere he needs to.
Okay. Well, always good talking business with you.
As of course.
I will return to my duties.
Ever your servant, my lord. And then Ned will head on out.
Okay. So what do you do once both of you are outside?
So first thing, Vita notices that as the invisibility ends, Ned notices all of Vita's papers and is like, okay, so we need to get you like a backpack or something.
Definitely something, yes.
Duly noted. It's been added to the list. I have interesting information.
I'm pretty sure I have more, but
I
I have to go through it all.
don't disagree with that, but I'll give you mine right now. Come, walk with me. And then Ned's going to relay what he heard, that the king is ill. And I'm like, I have a feeling I know what Lexi didn't want to tell us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm on the same page as you. I think we just messed up.
Yeah. Additionally, I think I think my performance for the king might be coming up sooner than we anticipated. So we might need to knock that out before we leave town.
Well, if we have to, we have to. It'll take a little bit to go through this stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, we should get back to the others. Here, can you carry some of these?
Oh yeah, yeah. Ned has Squidly come and like just stuff it into Squidly's goop.
Oh!
Weirdly, it doesn't stain. It's more like just placing it on top of Jello.
So weird.
Mm-hmm.
And we head on back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, while that was happening, Urist and Dara, what was your story?
Well, we're going to see the sisters, right?
Uh-huh.
And check. Okay, basically, we're going to see the sisters to check on how they are, since most of them, at least 2 of them, were recuperating from their wounds, and to give them our newly acquired list of names and to ask if they managed to locate other children. Did I leave out anything? No.
Well, I think they gave us the list of names of the kids that were still missing. I think from them we wanted yet to see if they had any leads yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so as you reach their establishment, you see this time is another sister attending the inn that they run. Uh, she welcomes you, saying, um, "You look familiar. Are you friends with Vida?"
We're Vida's friends.
Oh, uh, I heard about you. You match the descriptions.
Yeah, and I sometimes drop off things that I've hunted. I look different every time, but it's me. I'm the one that leaves the dead animals here.
Well, my name is Lena. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and nice to see your backup, revered mother. Your sister told us that you were recuperating last time we were here.
Yes, I was. Uh, I'm still not at my full potential, but I'm getting there.
Do you need help? I can heal you.
It is not something. It's not like a wound that didn't close. It's more like the the amount of the amount of energy that I spent. Still, I feel exhausted.
Ah, I see. Okay, out of character. Lesser restoration removes exhaustion levels.
1 level, yeah. 1 level per cast, unless you like upcast it.
Okay. I think I have it in my spell list. I only need to prepare
Lesser
it.
restoration can either end one disease or one condition. The condition can be blind, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Ah, so
Yeah, greater restoration does exhaustion.
Yeah.
okay. I understand. Okay, back to in character. Oh, I see. Yeah, in that case, I'm afraid my capacities are still too limited for that. But if that's the case, you shouldn't be up.
Well, you don't need to worry. Either way, we weren't going to do anything right now. We still have to wait for the dust to settle before we try anything like that again. We don't want to draw
Yeah.
We
attention
think
to ourselves and risk the lives of the others that we already saved.
we might have a plan for the kids. I don't know if it's the best plan, but it's probably better than staying in a cramped, dark underground space. Trust me, that's not really good for anybody.
Hey!
What? There's a reason you don't still live underground. It sucks. Believe me.
Yeah, Darakan has it's her place to speak as well.
So we have friends in this small town that's a little ways from here, but not super far, called Thorpe. And there's this really nice elf lady there, and we think that we might be able to put them up somewhere where they'll have care and be able to be free and not face the same horribleness that we have here.
And how do you suppose we can take them there?
We have donkeys and a cart.
Yes, we actually already started organizing for mass transit.
Um, well, that could work as a solution for the time being, but what about the other kids? Are you coming back for them? As we
Well, that's what we're kind of came here to talk to you about. Do you have any other leads on the kids? I mean, ideally, we'd like to get all of them, and so we only have to make one trip, because even though it's not a very long trip, it's still going to be a big pain in the ass to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So if we can get all the kids in the cart at the same time, I think it'll be better. So do you have any leads on any of them? Because we don't at all.
yeah, we have
Like, we know their names.
we know the whereabouts of 6 of the kids, and we are still devising a plan. So because we cannot just go inside a nobleman's mansion, take one of his slaves without drawing too much attention. We only got 4 so far because we worked smart, not with haste. But we still don't know the whereabouts of 4 of all the kids.
Yeah.
Well, we can probably, I mean, it would be hard, but we could probably hit all 6 in one night, but then we still are missing those other 4.
Yeah. Carilia, Grilla, Keith, and Ocas.
But you still don't have any information on the 4 that are missing, hey?
No. We know their name and their races, but we don't know where they are.
And the 6 that we know, is there any chance that one of the nobles got like a 2-for-1 deal and there's like a couple of kids at the same place?
Well, actually, yes. There's
The gods are good sometimes.
we have 4 places in total. There's 2 pairs and then 2 others that are alone.
That's easy. We can do that.
Well, we haven't even cased the places. I
mean,
wouldn't say easy.
Between magic and Vita sneakiness, getting in and out, I think getting in and out of their houses will probably be the easy part. I think getting out of the city will probably be the harder part.
As far as I see it, the hardest part would be getting out with the kids.
That's what I meant.
Well, we have to try anyway.
I wonder... Sorry, go ahead, Urist. I'm just thinking out loud.
Can you
It's
tell
painful.
us something about the buyers?
Most of them are of noble birth. They just wanted to buy more slaves.
Okay.
The elves are especially expensive because they live for so long. It hurts me to say this, but the elves that have been enslaved, they sort of lose their spark. It's really rare for an enslaved to try to free themselves. After some time, it changes. I don't know if
That's
it's
not
something to do with their nature, or if it's something that the way they are treated is known by this point.
So when we're talking noble, I mean how noble? Because what I'm trying to get the gist of is how much they can actually spend in home defense. Because if you get a minor noble, which is pretty much like a rich merchant, that's something that's doable. Something like a baron will probably have wizards employed and magical wards, so that actually ups the ante. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think that's as common as you judge. I've been to a duke's mansion, and there weren't any magical ways that he defended himself. It was only guards and and locked doors. No
Eh?
such thing as a employed wizard or something like that.
Yeah, like Mr. Fancy Pants only had some guards, and that actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, and Mr. Fancy Pants was a very important figure in the overall scheme of things.
Sisters, do you or any of the other sisters have any like magical capabilities? Like, can you send messages or communicate across large distances?
That is a very rare power. I personally don't know anyone that can do that. So,
Yeah, I've been working on it, but I haven't made it work yet.
you all sound like an amazing fellowship of warriors. The things you
Well,
Huh? Thanks.
we do try.
Yeah, but let's put it at that. We can, if we are going to do everything in one night, me and my sisters can go to at least 2 places in the same night. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That would only leave 2, I guess, for you.
Yes.
As I said, and as you mentioned also, take them out of a manor is not the hardest part. The problem is when their owners notice they didn't came back.
Well, hopefully by then we'll have them in Thorpe.
And me and my sisters don't intend to continue here after everything that's transpired. We've only been here so long because we care for the children. So if they are safe somewhere else, so should we. If you can find the whereabouts of the
Finish
others,
there.
we can make everything in one night.
I think it's doable.
I think so.
Yeah.
Vita
we'll
and
see.
Ned were gonna go follow up on another lead, and then we're gonna meet up with them and see what they found out.
Yes. We shall be in touch, sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's get back and meet the others.
Okay.
Okay, as you go to meet to be the 4 of you together once again, let us take our break very quickly. Our IRL short
Alright,
rest.
so we all meet up back at Mother Wren's, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, DM, I have a question.
Yes.
With all of my running amok on the mountainside over our time off kind of thing, would I have spotted any kind of places where we could get the cart through that's like less secure or undetected, or any places that look to me like we could navigate more easily without as much eyes on us?
Yeah, if
Or
it
is it pretty sheer?
yeah, if it were only the cart, you can maybe travel without drawing too much attention. But if you were bringing the donkeys to pull the cart, it is too difficult terrain for the mounts to walk by without risking the dangers of breaking the legs and whatnot, because it's, as you said, it's too sheer of a.
If I were to lead the kids on foot that way, would they be able to make it?
Yes, on the if you judge by security level, then yes. There isn't that much guards up there, but there could be beasts from the wilderness, like I don't know, mountain lions, something like that.
Okay.
If Urist cast Find Steed, would that animal have a better chance? Have a better time with it?
The first cheer finds steed, right?
Yes.
It's a war horse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Probably.
Okay.
They all sound like beasts that don't have a good time on mountains.
We need a billy goat.
Yeah, you can go on the path towards the temple high in the mountains, but you cannot. But there you will find guards and people traversing that road. If you want to take a shortcut through the mountain, then you cannot go with your mounts. Okay. And guys, let us take 5 real quickly. We'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie. I'm here.
Here.
So you all meet up at Mother Rent's. What do you do?
Okay, so how did it go, guys?
I think Lexi and her team did something to the king. The king is all of a sudden under the weather.
Is that
Is he dead?
He didn't sound dead. When I talked to him, he
Aw.
definitely didn't sound dead. But the Baron is talking about moving up my performance, so he may not be long for this world.
Ned? You know he's dead. Come on.
Yeah,
At-
I
at
know.
this
Yeah,
point-
he's probably dead, but it says that the nobility is very much trying to keep up appearances that he's still alive.
Of course. If you ask me, there's probably like a huge brawl in the back room for succession.
I think it's also telling that if he is dead, it doesn't sound like they've been able to trace it back to us yet. Which means it's most likely that our friend the wizard didn't narc us out.
Good to know. Well, as for us, we spoke to the sisters, and they're willing to coordinate with us, so we can do it. We can take the kids in one night and then bail out.
First, I gotta go through all of these papers and see if their locations are here.
Okay.
Hey, DM, how high is the stack of papers when they're all piled on top of each other?
Very high.
2 feet? 3 feet? What?
Yeah, it's around. Let me see how much is. 5 feet is 1.5 meters. So yeah, I would say it's 5 feet high.
Guys, I need help.
Yeah, it would take
can
some
help read.
hours for you to discover everything.
Let's
We all grab a handful. We should be able to make some headway through it. Squidly can read through it too. His intelligence isn't terrible.
Okay, I will only need one investigation check with advantage from whoever.
And have guidance.
Who's got
I
who's got
can't
best
actually.
investigation?
Take a bear dick.
Who's got best investigation?
Not Ned.
Not me.
Okay,
-2.
then I
Tell you
guess
what.
let's try this again. Advantage, you said?
Yeah, because from the help of the others.
Much better.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so after some hours of hard work, you discover the whereabouts of all the 4 missing kids. Okay?
Okay.
So you discovered that Tarily Tatvio, the Medusa kid, was bought by someone named Dr. Olmos.
Almost.
Yeah, he is, and supposedly he has a house in Mount Stomos. He's not of noble birth, but he's rich enough that he can pay for slaves.
Good, not good, not good.
Bad doctor.
Grelia, the 5-year-old tiefling, was bought by someone. It's not bought by a person, but instead by a company or a place that you read the name and give you the worst feeling ever, that the Serene Stardust Circus has bought a slave child.
So they start the circus.
Yes.
A traveling circus?
You can try to discover that later on. Or you can roll a history check. What the hell?
Are there crusaders at this Stardust Circus?
Oh my god.
And yes, that was a JoJo.
Is that
That was a JoJo reference.
Motherfucking JoJo reference. Okay, so
Ned does it. Ned does a JoJo pose.
Vida knows they are currently in Moonstones and they stay for half a year, and then the other half they travel on all the other towns and villages around the realm of Buster. The third one, let me check my notes. Cave, the 9-year-old elf, was bought by Lord Amberheart, a duke. And
Okay,
the last but not least, Okas, the 13 years old, was bought by someone that you don't recognize the name of from the people you know from the town. And after some more research, you discovered that that person that bought Okas lives outside of Moonstones. He is a farmer that lives far away from the city, and you could try go after, but he is signed Mr. Ashwood.
Mr. Ashwood. Okay.
And the third one that I didn't write down was Emberheart.
Yes.
Does it include the prices that were paid? The paperwork?
Yeah. As been said, Okas was the and Tarily were bought by 800 gold pieces each. Cave by 500, and then Grelia by only 200 gold pieces.
And never mind that plan.
No, we can't buy them.
No.
So we go steal them.
Sorry.
Yeah, that kind of puts us a rock in the furnace, though, because as even with the sisters' help, as scattered as they are, we can't do that in one day.
No. And the biggest risk is probably going to be Emberheart's mansion. A doctor should be easy enough to incapacitate. Circus, there'll be enough weirdos there that we could just probably walk in and walk right out. The farmer, we should be able to just pretty much like pull a Urist if we have to and just burn the place down. But the nobleman's estate's gonna be the hard one.
Yeah.
Can we plot out where all these places are on the map? Like, can we ask around and try to spend some time, like, figuring out the location of each place?
Let us see here. Yeah, so I'll draw. I'll put in a green color. So in order. Let me see here. Dr. Olmos lives around here, and I put number 1 there. The circus is around this part. Lord Amberheart lives in the noble part of town here. And the last one is outside Mount Domen, so I'm not drawing the map.
Mhm.
And the other six that the sisters know the whereabouts, they are more scattered. Uh, they said that they can go to at least 2 places in one night each. So
They can take the 6.
yeah. And you can go to Okas after you leave Mons Domes. But if you leave through the mountains, you would be further away from Okas. If you leave through the gates, you will be closer to him. You'll be on your way towards him.
I feel like the circus should be the last place we hit. Like I said, I think that would be the easiest.
I definitely think scoping out each place before we make plans on how we do this would definitely be in order. I think we need to visit this place and get a feel for what's going on so we're not going in blind.
Yes. We could probably do the doctor and the circus in one go. Maybe. But no, we need to case these places.
I can probably blend in at the circus pretty well.
I'm a
I'm
bunny.
nothing if not a clown.
I can blend in too.
Well, I can go scout one of the other places. I can blend in pretty well anywhere with my hat.
Urist, you're also a man of healing and potentially a man of the cloth. Might be a good idea to pay a visit to our good friend the doctor.
Oh yes.
Ned, with your reputation as... Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I would love to.
I feel like Ned, with Claire's growing reputation, perhaps showing up to the nobleman's estate might get you in the door. If you're perhaps looking to put on a performance at one of his parties.
A private show, as it were. Do we want to do the invisible bunny trick again?
I mean, we could. Or if he's going to have any kind of private audience or anything coming up, a private party, he might just hire you to be the entertainment. And then we just walk in. All of us.
It's a bit of a shot in the dark, but viable.
And if that fails, then yeah, we go Invisibunny.
Okay.
So do we want to go do some scouting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Should we also scout out the other two? Because the sisters are going to hit 2, and then there was the other 2 that we needed to get.
It might be a good idea to have people who aren't going to be interacting with these areas scout out the places. That way they don't get familiar with faces.
Well, that's not a problem for me.
Nor me.
It is for me since I am the only non-stealthy person in the group. But I can actually see what I can do. I mean,
Well, that's why I suggested maybe you go and talk to the doctor. Say you're investigating like a plague that's spreading in a nearby town, and so you want to see if he knows anything about it. I don't know.
oh no, I can do you one better. I mean, like at this point, the news that the king is ill should have reached some ears. So it's a much better conversation piece for a doctor than a mysterious plague and it's more grounded in reality to make him believe me.
Potentially, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
So where am I going?
Probably take Emberheart.
Okay. So I'm doing the doctor. Dara's doing Emberheart. Vida, you're scouting the circus? Or the farmer?
No, farmer's out of town. We gonna have to hit that one on the go.
Okay. So, circus it is for you, Ned?
Yep, let's do it.
Alright. Action!
Okay, something I just thought of. Dara, since you got friends with a slave girl from one of the noble houses, we didn't specify which one it was, right?
No,
Yeah, so
I left that up to you.
yes, so let's we'll make it that she is the slave of Lord Emberheart.
How fortuitous!
Yeah.
I'll go chat with Senna then.
Okay, who's starting?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I can go hit the circus. We can go hit the circus, me and Vita.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go second.
Okay, so as you go to the circus, uh, it is you go on the same day. Very important question, because you spend a lot of time searching the papers.
We should sleep
What?
first.
Yeah, I get my invisibility back the next dawn. So let's take a night.
Okay, so you long rest, and before you leave, you see a youngish boy coming towards you, saying, "You're Master Nedgar, right?"
Oh yes, yes sir, I am.
This is a letter from Baron Zorek.
Oh, why thank you, young man.
And he leaves.
Cool. I will go ahead and read it.
Okay, it is a invitation for you tomorrow night for clairvoyance to play in front of the Mons Domus noble court and in front of King Orin Sin.
Okay. Interesting.
That might be a good time to hit all the noble houses to get the kids out.
Won't work.
Yeah, because won't work.
If we're down a Ned, it wouldn't really be smart to try and do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
need a
I
Ned.
think Yeah, so. From what it sounds like, the performance for the king will be a whole lot more muted, so I should need to do as much prep time, like as far as like the special effects and flashy shows. I'll have some song work prepped, but other than that, we can probably spend tomorrow like scoping things out. Vita, if you even want to take the lead on the circus stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Vita's definitely checking out the circus that night. Now,
Mm-hmm.
given what she knows about the place, do they do nightly performances or are they
Yeah.
weekly? What are we talking?
they perform 3 times a week, usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, so Vita's gonna go to the circus and scope it out. Is this night one of the performance nights?
Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys remember if we set up on a current day of the week?
I don't think we know what current day of the week it is. I think we lost track a few episodes
Yeah, no,
ago.
you would play on a Friday for the Baron,
Yes.
and then I guess 2 days have passed, so today is a Sunday, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm performing Monday.
So you're
Monday
performing
night because all the
Monday.
best things.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the best things happen on Mondays.
And then you said that they do perform on Sundays.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so Vita's gonna go to the performance
Uh-huh.
and see just how they're using the one child. If they're using them stagehand, part of an act, what are we talking? She just needs to figure out like what they've got the kid doing, where the kid's being kept, etc., etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vita, you go to the circus. You have to pay a gold piece, but you got yourself your invite to go see the circus tonight. The circus starts very amusing, very performative. You see acrobats running all around. They are even, since we are in a fantasy setting, they do even more impressive stunts than what those we have on real life. So you can use your creativity to imagine all the flips and jumps and stunts that these acrobats can do here on this circus. You might even suspect they are using magically enhanced either equipment, or they themselves can cast some jump spells or something like that because of how well they do their things. After that, you see some jugglers, you see some your run-of-the-mill presentations, and then after that, the ringmaster announces the the great performance of the Devil Child, and you see a metal cage coming from the roof and standing some 10 feet above ground, and on that metal cage you can see a tiefling child around 5 years of age. He has two small horns coming from his forehead, and he has a tail, and his skin is it's red-ish. It's not that vibrant red, but you can tell that it's a true-born tiefling, and you can tell that he looks scared being there. Then the one of the acrobats drinks something from a bottle, and takes a torch on his hand, and then he spits fire into the child, and you can see that they start burning the child to show that fire cannot hurt him. Even though he doesn't get visibly hurt by the fire, he's getting afraid of it. You can see that he's very scared of everything that's happening, and from the cheers of the crowd. And eventually, you can roll for me an insight check before I give you a very good information.
Vita's hands are already clenched. Her jaw is gritted. She is getting pissed off at this.
Wow. Okay. Uh, Vida, you think something magical just happened because in a snap, the child shifts, and instead of being scared, he suddenly becomes aggressive, and he holds the bars of the cage, and he starts shaking the cage midair and screams "Rah! Rah!" And after that, he once again kind of snaps his neck, and he starts speaking in a booming and guttural voice. You bully weaklings! You will suffer for this! And then, as if everything was a part of the show, the ringmaster just says, a round of applause to the devil child. Don't worry, he's under control. He cannot hurt anybody from that cage. And then they take him out of the stage.
Hood up, moving through the crowd. Vita's tracking the cage. She needs to find out exactly where it's going to be. And yeah, I don't think I even need to roll with advantage on this one. After that, I have
Vita
just
is
learned how to
pissed.
be invisible.
Yeah. Who needs an end? Okay.
That's what I've been saying.
There go my only good rolls for the next 2 months.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Just kidding, just kidding.
Shut up.
Okay.
So, anyways, I'm following, finding out where they stash the kid, and hunkering down for the dead of night. I'm doing this tonight. I'm getting him out.
Okay. You track them down without being noticed. After someone pulled the cage via the chain that was holding it above ground, and you see a strong man holding the cage, and the kid still in that speaking in a strange and otherworldly voice that cannot come from him. He's still screaming at whoever's holding him obscenities, and the strong man that is holding the cage is scared of the kid. He takes him out to the back. He goes inside a trailer, and you can follow him back to the trailer. After he put the cage on the ground, he tosses a curtain above it, so it's pitch black inside, and the kid continues screaming from inside until he calms down.
Okay. Does the strong man leave?
Yes, if you don't make yourself be noted, he just leaves after a while, and as he goes, he speaks to himself. This kid gives me the creeps, scared the shit out of me. What the fuck is that?
Alright, like I said, Vita's waiting for like the dead of night. After everyone's gone home, everyone's hunkered down for the night. And she's just gonna sneak up to the cage and just be like, "Psst, hey, you wanna get out of here?"
He's still sleeping.
I'll reach through the cage. Actually, I'm gonna unlock the cage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave the door open. And I'm just gonna like reach in with my rapier and just kind of like give him a small like little poke in the cheek to wake him up.
Okay, so he slowly wakes up.
Ada's got her finger to her lips, telling him to remain quiet.
Who? Okay, he stays quiet.
Do you want to get out of here?
He says yes with his head.
I need you to be quiet and be careful. The sisters sent me. Now come on, we're gonna get you out of here.
Okay, he confirms with his head. You still
And
with your nat 20 on stealth. I'll not ask another check, but if you're going to leave with the tiefling kid, roll a d6 for me. Okay. What do you do, Vida? The kid is quiet and following your orders.
we are taking the shortest path without any like animals that might spook or anything like that. The least amount of people, like tents and stuff like that, and just getting them out of the perimeter of the circus. And
Okay.
I've thrown a spare cloak over him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are you going to go with him? Are you going to take him with you on your arms, or are you going to make him walk alongside you?
Well, how much does he weigh?
He's very. He's a 5-year-old, so he's
Like 10, 20 pounds, what, 40?
yeah, around that. You lose 10 feet of movement for dragging him, but you won't get exhausted or nothing like that.
Yeah, Is the moon out tonight?
Good question. So 1 is a full moon and a 4 is a new moon. Let us decide on the die. Yeah, so it's a fading moon. I don't know if how to say that.
Waxing or waning.
Okay.
Currently it's waxing, so let's go with that.
Alright, so
Waning moon, I guess.
I get him out of the perimeter of the circus till we get to like normal buildings. And approximately how far are we from like the sisters or from Mother Wren's? Which one's closer?
Let me see on the map. Yeah, you are closer to the sisters than to Mother Wren's.
That's where we're heading.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll not ask another stealth check. Eventually, you reach your destination. You wake up one of the sisters, and she is happy to see the little guy back. But she says, "How? Why did you do that without letting us know?"
Oh, Ina, you know me. Sometimes I just do things without thinking.
But now they are going to search for him, even put a bounty for anyone that finds him. He's a. You tell her that he's being in a circus.
Yeah.
He's one of the main events on the circus. How could they let him go like that?
Well, nobody saw me, nobody saw him. They have no clues. With a good disguise and some makeup, I think we can get him out of the city just fine.
Wow. And okay, so
And
we need to
yeah,
act quickly now. Let us sleep this night, and tomorrow we decide how to approach the others. And do you have more information about the rest of the kids?
we know where they are. We're scouting the other locations. It's going to happen soon. In the next couple days.
We don't have a couple of days. We need to leave tomorrow at the most.
And send one of the sisters with as many as you dare, however your plan was to get out, and we'll get the rest that you don't get to.
Okay.
You said you guys can get like what, four of them, five of them?
Yeah, we can.
All right, then we'll get the rest. And then Vita just vanishes into the night to go find the others.
Okay. While Vita was doing that, the others are going to sleep on Sunday, or are you going to do anything else?
So
I
did
was
I?
gonna sleep.
Yeah, Urist is gonna sleep.
Ned is preparing and sleeping.
Okay, so Dara.
So in the morning, I'm going to make myself look like a elf, in very like wearing a very similar outfit to what I've like seen other slaves wear, to go meet with Santa, to go find Santa.
Okay. Do you want to make a charisma check to see how well you blend with the others?
Okay.
You can either
Oh my
roll
Christmas.
performance or uh, deception.
They're the exact same. Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, you look for Santa as you as you're entering. So you go to Amber Heart's manor, right?
Yeah, I'd go to wherever I'd normally been meeting with Santa. Like wherever I kind of met her and like knew that she hung out. So probably at Ember Hearts.
Yeah, you used to hang out with her near the. Let me just reread what you sent me because I thought you met her on the outskirts of town.
No, I spent a lot of time on the outskirts of town. I think I met her at the market. Or
Okay.
like, yeah. Near the castle and upper class areas.
So scooping the castle in the upper class areas. Right, right, right. Okay. Uh, but you're going in the middle of the night, right?
No, I'm going in the morning
In the morning. Okay, perfect.
because I slept. I guess I don't need the full 4 hours, but no, I'd go in the morning to try and be less suspicious.
Okay. Uh, you see Santa in the distance, but has she ever saw you in this as this person that you are disguising?
Yeah,
Okay.
because she doesn't know that I'm a drow, so I took the form of what I would normally take to talk to her.
Okay. So, she sees you in the distance. She waves and she says, "Well, hello."
Hi. How's it going?
Nothing much. I'm doing some preparations.
Preparations? What for?
The Lord Emberheart wanted this very fancy costume of him because he said there was going to be some ball at the King's Keep.
Sounds stuffy. Can I just quickly kind of do a scan and see if there's anybody paying attention to us?
Yes, make a perception, please. You do notice there are at least one person, one human, looking directly at both of you.
Okay. I'm gonna say, well, I finished my task for the now, and I don't have anything else. For a little bit, can I help you?
Well, of course. Uh, I was going to do this part here right next, and as she says that, that human comes towards you and he screams, "Hey, she-elf! What do you think you're doing?"
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I had finished with my earlier tasks, and I was merely just helping this other she elf, so that we could be more effective and get things done more quickly. I apologize, though. I can leave if you want me to.
He looks at Santa and he looks at you. "You're not one of my father's slaves. Who are you?"
No, I'm not. I apologize. I work for Mother Wren. Or not work. Sorry, I'm owned by Mother Wren. She just had me doing some tasks in the area.
Well, so you work for Mother Wren's like in work?
No. I just cook and do laundry.
That's a shame.
Thanks.
Damn.
Ooh, I feel dirty just hearing
Yeah.
there.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I don't like doing that roleplay as well.
No, it's that's how they'd react.
Yeah,
That's,
but
It
No,
is. It's definitely how a slave owner would act.
yeah.
Especially
I mean,
the
let's-
title of
face
punk.
it, Dara's a hottie. If I can look like anybody, I'm gonna be a hot elf. Like, come on.
Dara disguises herself as nobody less than a solid 8.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
if anything, you're making effective villains. We want to kill them all.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just, oh, thank you, sir. That is very kind of you. Just like scratching my brain for like every piece of etiquette I've ever seen Ned and Blythe use, and I'm just shitting.
Uh, well, so you can stop wasting your time with this one right now. She has lots of work to do and she can do all by herself, right, Santa? And then he shushes her away. And as for you, I'll keep my eyes on you. Tell Mother Rand I say hello.
I will, sir. Thank you. And I'll start to like kind of scurry away. And then once I'm clearly out of line of sight, like once I'm sure that no one's looking at me, I'm going to turn myself into Blythe. but like in like very like fancy gown.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm also going to cast enhance ability on myself and give myself help with charisma.
That is needed.
Yeah.
So needed. I need to do that anytime I'm going to talk to people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enhance ability, let me see, just it's a concentration up to 1 hour. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You cast it once, you if you don't take damage. You advantage on charisma checks. Perfect. Okay, so uh, are you going to go into the manor or?
I'm going to go back to that same guy. I'm going to go find him.
Okay. Okay, let me just. Okay. He sees you coming his direction and he uh makes something with his hair as he is coming. Back already?
Excuse me? I look like Blythe now. I don't look like the elf.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so he is. Well, don't I know you? I feel like I know you from someplace.
I mean, I've become very well known lately. I manage for a particular talent here in town lately. So you may have seen me around, but that's not why I'm here. Did you just shush away my slave?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to shush away your slave. I didn't know that.
You sent my slave away. I sent her here to be of help, as previously discussed, and you told her to leave?
Well, I don't see the problem. She was annoying.
Helping. Annoying. What do you care? They're working. They're slaves. They're not that interesting. Why are you even paying attention?
So like Lauren's actually on the chat right now. Eerie.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to get you all upset with that.
Well, I appreciate the apology. Now, can my slave please return and do her task? I can't believe I'm even having this conversation.
Well, of course. But tell her to not chit chat while on the job. As I
Of
said,
course,
she
of
was
course.
annoying my own slave.
Fine. She'll be back shortly. And then I will walk away.
Leaves to behind a house and then transforms, go back.
And then go back. And spend some time. I won't talk much for right now. As long as this guy's watching, I just want to watch and see if I can spot the kid and just get a full layout of whatever she's doing, wherever she goes. Like, yeah. Try to see as much as I can.
Okay.
And then I'll talk to her when he's not around.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to ask any specific question, or you want to make a investigation or a perception to see by yourself?
I'll see what I can see first. But then I also want to ask her, like, I want to have a conversation with her at some point, if I can, when he's not around.
Okay.
So I can do either or, whichever you want.
No, whatever is better for you. Either the one that you have the higher bonus or the one that you have advantage. It's up to you.
Well, can I talk to her openly? Is he still watching us?
After Blythe I talked to him. He left to do something.
Okay. So then once I'm with her, I'm gonna say, so, Nana, I am looking for a kid. Is there a kid here? Like recently purchased in the last like month or so? I don't know how long it's been. Time is weird. But like a new kid that was just bought that I don't remember what the race is, but
Elf.
child. Elf child.
Yeah. Oh, now that you mention it, I could have sworn that I saw a child entering the Lord's Manor, and that has been some 3 weeks ago or more. But I don't know if the child is still there. I have not seen it in a long time.
Oh. That's not good.
Do you want me to ask around?
No. Cause here's the thing. Hmm. So, let's say there was a group of really badass individuals who were collecting, but not in a bad way, children who were bought from an orphanage and being sold into slavery, and we were going to get them the fuck out of town. Let's say that hypothetically. If you started asking around and then I took that kid, it would come back on you, and that would be bad. Unless you want to come with us. But I need to find this kid to save him.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna guide myself too.
Go, 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 go.
Hot damn!
Nice.
Plus my D4.
You cannot add guidance because guidance is also a concentration spell. So
Is
you
it concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Never mind.
So no guidance, so 18. Thank you for reminding me.
No worries, but an 18 is enough, I think, unless I roll something higher than that. Okay. Never mind that 5d20. That was a
What
mistake.
on earth?
As I get attacked from behind.
No,
Yes, a 50 insight check.
everyone around.
This NPC now knows what color Dara's small intestine is.
It's a demigod.
No, she has super duper advantage, so she rolls 6 d20s and keep the highest. No, just kidding. Yes, she looks around to one side and to the other. Tell me, who you are, really. You're not a slave. I noticed a
No.
while ago.
Yeah, I'm not a really good actress. It's I really need to watch Ned more, cause like Ned's so good at it, and then I just like, I just don't.
Who
But
the
no,
hell's
I'm
Ned?
not a slave. Ned's my friend, but sometimes he's Claire, and both are fabulous. We're brute force. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. I just know that we all have like magic powers and shit, and we help people. And right now we're trying to help kids. And possibly you. You could come with us. We could get you out too.
I don't know about that. I'll think about it, but for now, if you're looking for a cave, I know where a cave is, but I didn't want to tell you because I didn't know what you were going to do with that information. But if you want to save her, there might still be time for her to still live a happy life. She spends all her time in the basement of the manor. She was bought to be a rat catcher because of there's so many rats in the Emberheart Manor. So that's where she spent most of her time, if not all.
Okay. How many guards are there? Like, what are we looking at if I went to snatch her up in a non-slavery, creepy way, in a better life way?
Well, I don't know if you are in a superhero group, as you said. I think you can handle a few guards. They are not as.
We can, but my friends also kind of get mad when I kill lots of people. It's a thing I'm trying to not do.
I see. Well,
I mean, I can. I can. It's really easy, but Blythe and Urist sometimes have a problem with it.
well, if maybe I'll have my chance another time. I'll create a diversion, and then you can take Keith away from the banner. Is that good enough?
As long as you don't risk yourself.
I won't.
I don't have many friends. Okay. When do you want to do this?
It needs to be done right now. This is the best of times.
Let's do it.
Okay. She goes inside and she starts saying to the guards, "Hey, have you not heard? There's a commotion outside. A slave accidentally stepped on Lord Eberhard's toes, and now the Lord is whipping the slave. Come!" And then the guards are all very curious, and they go for it, opening the way for you to act there.
All right. I'm gonna go find this kid. I'm running to whatever looks like a basement.
Okay. You go to the downstairs, and there you find it is not only a basement, but it looks like a huge cheese factory, medieval cheese factory. And you can see an elf child running around trying to catch a single rat that's running with a piece of cheese on its mouth.
Hey, over here.
Huh? Who are you?
Come here. I'm a friend of the sisters. You want to get the fuck out of here?
What is fuck? Just kidding, I know.
It's a word. It's really fun to use. I shouldn't have said that. Damn it, I'm not good with people. Okay, do you want to go?
I'm just kidding, I know what it is.
Okay, good.
How can I trust you? Please roll a persuasion check for me first.
Okay. I'm friends with Vita.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now we're talking. Okay. Oh, Vita! Is she back?
She is. I can take you to see her. And the sisters.
Okay. And she starts leaving with you, running up the stairs, and then, oh, I almost forgot. I have to grab something. And then
Okay, hurry.
she goes back to what looks like a pile of hay on the floor that probably was her bed for the last few weeks. And she takes you can see you know that that cliche of someone leaving somewhere with a wooden pole and then a bag
Hobo
on
stick?
yeah, a stick and then a bag on the one end. She takes one of those. I have to take this with me, okay?
Sure, love it. Let's go. And I'm gonna turn myself into Blythe again, and then give her a wink and be like, "It's still me. But pretend that I like own you or something. I don't know. Blend. We're gonna blend, okay? Let's go."
Okay.
And I'm just going to start walking with her like I have a purpose, I know where I'm going, and this kid is just coming with me.
Okay, you can roll again one performance check or one stealth check of your choosing. And
Ooh, performance with advantage or stealth with +7. I'm going to go
Take.
stealth.
you can recast your enhance and have advantage.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. $17.
Cool.
It was a shitty roll.
Yeah.
I'll roll with advantage too because there's so many. Ooh, a 17 right there. Uh, okay. So you leave the manor. With the with Cave, the 9-year-old elf, alongside you. And to where you go, Dara? To Mother Wren's or
I'm going
to the
to Mother
sisters?
Wren's. Mother Wren's.
Okay. Yeah, you are closer to Mother Wren's from there. Okay, you go there, and while that was happening, what about the others? Urist
Okay.
and Ned.
Urist is going to visit the good doctor.
Okay.
So yeah, uh, I, we know where he is. If not, I can ask around.
Yes, you don't take too long to discover where he is currently.
Okay. Uh, so how does his house look?
It's not a manor, it's a house. He doesn't have like a whole property with trees, a whole land of his own, but he has a big house, 2-story tall, in the middle of the streets of Mons Domus. And after you ask for some directions, you are certain that this is the place because you see Dr. Olmos, a physician and medic, a physician and apothecary written on the plate on the outside of his house.
Okay, physician and apothecary. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this off without a hitch. Well, that doesn't depend on me, but on the doctor. Okay. Knock, knock. Let's knock at the door.
Okay. You knock at the door, and after it takes a while for someone to answer you, but eventually the person who answers you, it's a you can see a person wearing full leather coat with a lot of bottles, glass bottles that could be potions or ingredients all around his pouches, and the most distinctive feature is his mask, the classic plague doctor mask with a large bird beak and also a pair of glasses, very with very big glasses on his eyes. He's,
Okay.
he sounds like he's panting, like he ran towards the door to answer you. So he's yes, how can I help you?
Dr. Omus,
You're talking to him.
glad to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Carl, Paladin in service. Um, Your name was recommended to me by the church. I come to Urist is being more articulated. That's just me tripping on words because English. So,
Okay.
um, I was your name was given me to by the church, and I come to take not much of your time regarding a matter that has transpired only in the recent day regarding the state of health of our king. May I come in? This is a matter delicate enough to not be discussed on the street.
Oh, is the king unwell? Please come in. I want to
Yes,
hear
he
about
is.
that.
Yeah, I get in, and first thing I do is look around the room and look for the Medusa.
Okay. You walk through his house and you see only one servant. That is a
Mhm.
an adult elf.
Okay,
She
okay.
brings a cup of tea to you, Urist, and he
Oh,
says, and after
thank you.
she leaves, he says, "Well, tell me now about the king. I didn't know. What has transpired? What are his symptoms?"
Mm, the court physicians uh, presume that it's a mix of old age and probably food poisoning because basically the symptoms. I am totally lying through my teeth, but I am making it very embellished. So the symptom seems to be a burning in a very specific part of his stomach. Now, I am not as well versed in medicine as in at least not in let's say plagues and non-war affliction. As you can see, I am a military man, so at best I am a field medic. What healing I have comes through my divine magic. But as far as I know, this doesn't look like a known disease, nor a food poisoning. It
Huh.
seems like his stomach has been burned through by something. So I came here to get like a learned opinion, and I have been told that you are very good.
That sounds terribly similar to poison.
Hmm.
But could that be true?
Well, people in power always have enemies, but poisoning a king, even an alien one like ours, it doesn't seem the intelligent thing to do, you think? You know?
I agree.
I mean, let us be frank. I don't think like that our majesty has many years to live. I have seen the liver spots on his hands. You know what that means. Probably better than me.
Well, but are you telling me all that because you are involved with the court? Do you want to bring me to the king to? Because I cannot say for sure, or I can only give an opinion, a guessing
Mm.
with what you described.
Well, what I am here for, it's basically I shouldn't be saying that, but let's say that the Church of the Saint of War, whom I deign to represent, he's trying to use um possible um possible cure for this affliction as political leverage. I'm pretty sure you know how it goes. And of course, any recompense that that I will get will be entirely devolved to you. I do ask that you not get personally involved yet, as this matter is much better suited to my superiors and quite delicate. But I am assured that you will be compensated for your time. I take like 50 gold piece and in a bag and put it in front of him. This is for your consultation fee and for the time that I am employing you.
Yes, of course. Yes, I have to charge you 5 gold pieces for this appointment, but if you could bring me to the king's court, I would give you a
Mhm.
discount next time.
These 50 are for your honest opinion and for your discretion in the matter. Do we have an agreement?
Oh, we do, my friend, we do.
Okay, so we get to the second part of this consultation.
Okay.
The do you know um Melmore, the king's wizard? Yes, I'm sure you
Never
do.
heard of him.
Yeah, he's the king's archmage. We had to uh, liaise with him for reasons. Let's say we do not see eye to eye, not that much. But he told us that um, there is a possibility that the if it is a poisoning, which is something that at least in my opinion, I don't think it is, or if it is, it's much more sophisticated and high level as to evade like detection magic or worse divine cure. Because if it was a poisoning, I would or a common disease, I would have no problem making it disappear. It is within my power to do so. Even our acolytes can do that. But that's beside the point. What he saw piqued my interest and spurred me further into looking for you because he quoted a particular type of slow acting poison that can be extracted usually from medusas. And our records show that you actually bought one.
Okay. You can you can roll both a persuasion or intimidation if you want, since you are throwing that upon his face.
No, I am. For now, I am being friendly because
Yes.
I hope that he's treating her well.
And you can roll a insight check.
Okay, insight. Let me see if insight first, for which I have proficiency.
Oh.
One. Right.
I'm sorry, I think that's my fault.
Yeah,
I was just thinking it's going to be a natural one.
but the insight was less important than your persuasion. So
Okay. Persuasion. 19.
nice. Okay. Okay. Uh, Doctor almost. Yeah, you got a net one on insight because he's using a mask, so you cannot read his facial expressions.
Probably I got one because I wasn't even trying.
Yeah. Uh, Doctor almost corrects himself on the chair and says, "Well, that is absurd, my friend. Your records are are wrong. I already have a slave, and I don't have that much money to buy another one. Even even a, a Medusa, you said. That's absurd.
For 800 gold pieces, actually. And I would add, my good sir, that our record are most always correct. But there, as long as you did not commit any crime, there is nothing to fear. You are working with the church.
Well, I can assure you I didn't commit any crime, and I also didn't commit the non-crime of buying a Medusa. That is absurd. How much does a Medusa cost? I never saw one.
And it's, as I said, 800 gold pieces.
That sounds way cheaper than I would guess.
Mm,
And I don't have
because
that much money. I'm sorry. As I said, I
mm,
charge 5 gold an appointment. How much do you think I make?
well, this is a nice house. Come on, sir. There is no need to be so defensive. Nothing bad will happen to you. Otherwise, I would not be here. If something, if you had really something to hide, and we knew, you wouldn't, I wouldn't have come alone. Relax, sir. You're among friends.
My friend, I am relaxed. I'm telling you, I don't know what you're talking about. If you want, you can search my entire house. It's a very humble house. There's not many places I could hide a grown Medusa.
Yes, why not? If you wanted to play that way, then so be it. Okay. Uh if you would be so kind to uh make way downstairs, I would gladly follow. And of course, Urist is looking for secret passages and basically everything. And he's on high alert because he's expecting this guy to try and stab him.
Okay. You're welcome to search my house if you want, but since you are from the court and I want to be on your good side, but it's an absurdity what you're claiming.
It is so. You will have my excuses, and you will be monetary compensated. Don't worry. We are fair. Okay, no, I look around. I am literally searching the house, especially downstairs, because there's where his lab is. Apologies.
No.
So, searching.
Okay. Uh, I won't ask you to roll depending on how do you describe exactly
Okay,
where and how
basically,
you're searching.
okay, I'm starting from the basement.
Okay, so
So Yes.
As you go to the basement, you notice it is locked, and he is behind you, saying, "Oh, this is my personal lab. There's lots of uh, personal
Oh
works
no.
in there, and also uh, registers of all my clients." Of
I wouldn't look at the registers of your client. It's not what I am looking for. If you have nothing to hide, by all means, if you would be so kind. And this time I am being intimidating.
Okay, that's what I'm going to ask you for another roll.
Okay, intimidation. Roll high, roll high, roll high. 21.
Of course, but please don't tell anyone about the things you're seeing here. It's a
Of
personal matter.
course, of course.
He
I
ta-
have no interest in doing so.
uh,
Please.
he takes a large key from his pocket. He opens the door, and down there you see a what can be described in a medieval setting like an alchemist's lab. You see all sorts of strange, colorful liquids on pipes and on flasks of different sizes and shapes. Um, you see some of them being kept on under a burning fire, and others being kept in the cold. All sorts of things, including
Mhm.
what you can roll an history check to determine if you know exactly what it is and what is
I
not.
don't think so. I have a -1, but let's try 2.
Yes, okay, so you see all sorts of things you don't know exactly the purpose or the function, but
It's soup.
yeah, it sounds magical and alchemical all around.
Okay, what exactly Urist is mostly looking for vats with recognizable body parts because he actually has to take into consideration that this guy killed her and use her as ingredients, or secret doors.
Uh, okay. So roll your investigation for that.
With a -1. Hmm, or
Oh.
Hehe.
nah,
If I remember correctly, Ned gave you a bardic before
but
you left.
yes, but
Yes,
Max
definitely.
it out. Max it out.
nine.
Ooh, so close, so close.
Oh.
Okay, so close no matter how
Can
far.
Squidly be there giving a help action?
Nah,
You don't want to summon your steed on the middle of the lab to give you the help?
it takes 10 meters.
Vita starts showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, so close no matter how far. Yours. You
Mhm.
look for different different substance on those flasks and on those ingredients. You see a lot of body parts, but they don't look like humanoid body parts. You see like the claw of a large reptile, uh, the scale of a fish, those sorts of witch, witch scoundrel ingredients. Nothing you would consider it comes from a person, even a on quotation marks monstrosity like a Medusa. And
Okay.
as for secret doors or entrances, you look around and you can't see to find any. Just looking at it. But you cannot help but notice Dr. Almost is very, very nervous while you are down there with him.
Okay, so time to actually press on. Like Urist looks at him like smirking. He goes like, "Why so nervous, good doctor? I told you, if you haven't done anything, you have absolutely nothing to fear." And again, if you want to, let's say, unload your conscience, as a man of the cloth, I would be willing to hear you, and it would avoid problems down the way. Honesty is a virtue, good doctor.
Okay, make another intimidation, and you already have 2 successes on charisma checks against him, so I'll give you advantage on this next intimidation.
Thank you.
Oof, you're going to
Good.
need it.
I have yes. Another 19.
Ah, yes, and I didn't roll a 20. He says, okay, you're a nightman, aren't you? You don't know what all of this is.
No, I do not.
Okay, I sell substances. Are you happy now? I sell drugs. Is that what you want to hear?
Get his number for me.
Okay, fine. So you sell drugs. This remains between you and me. But this is not what I am looking for. We know you bought a Medusa. Where is she?
Make a perception check. Yours.
Perception.
Yeah. And hopefully that's the last roll I'm going to ask you.
Three.
Oh!
Love of. Ugh.
And your passive is 11, right?
Yeah, my passive is 11.
Okay. Okay, so as he's about to say, he says, "For the last time, my friend, I do not know of any Medusa."
Is he lying?
I am not. You really can't tell. But
Look.
he's still nervous.
Hmm. You aren't telling me everything. It doesn't take someone from the inquisitorial branch to know that you're literally shitting your pants, friend. So out with it. I have been gentle and kind, and I am willing to overlook the fact that you sell illegal substances. That is secondary to the greater picture. I could not care less. But there is, in this city, a dangerous creature that has been bought and is or could be connected to plot to poison His Majesty. So, before I stop being courteous, I suggest you speak.
Please don't scream.
I'm about to use channel divinity and frighten him.
Okay. As you shout in the middle of the lab, You hear a muffled voice coming from somewhere you can't see. You can't see. Say, "Who is there?"
Open that door now.
What are you
And
talking about?
I heard her, and so did you. You have exactly 3 seconds to open that door.
Why don't you open it yourself?
2, 1.
Roll initiative. There's no lead for the battle map. It's just you and him, so
Jesus.
I rolled a 3. Ah!
What's
What is your dexterity score?
looks like a 1.
Yeah,
13.
you act first.
Ah. Okay. So, 2 attacks. Let's see if I have to smite or. Great chain +7. And it's a 15 to hit.
Let me see here. Yeah, his character sheet mentions he has a shield, but since I didn't describe one, I will not give him the shield on his AC. So, a 15 hits.
Okay. 8 blunt damage. Second, 22
Yeah.
and a 17 plus smite.
Wow.
Smite is 2d8. Upcast is 3d8, right?
Yes, it is.
If I'm using, okay, 3d8. 3d8.
Yeah, with your 17 points of damage, he's already bloodied. Just so you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish this fight as quick as possible, because otherwise, plus 9 more of radiant damage.
Yeah, he was sitting at 1 HP. Okay. So you take out your great chain and you flip it on the air, and then the second one breaks his neck with just the heaviness of the sheer heaviness of the chain. Uh, breaks his neck with your blow.
Oh no.
Okay.
So Ned might need to pose as the doctor and say he's leaving town.
Okay, no time to lose. I start like saying, okay, girl, where are you? Guide me. I'm getting you out of here.
I don't know. It's pretty dark.
Okay. Urist is following the voice.
Okay. I won't ask you for another check. You eventually find the way to the hidden door on the side of the wall, and you find tied up in what looks like a hospitaler bed, you know, but she is chained to the bed, and you can see
Okay.
that she is rather skinny and overall not in a good health.
No. All right.
Are you here to
Don't worry.
rescue me?
Yes, I am. I am friends. I am friend with the sister. Okay, we're bringing you back.
Okay,
We're bringing you back.
just don't look directly to me. He did something with my eyes.
There will be time to talk. Now we need to leave. Let me get the keys. I check the guy and take his I take his keyring and start trying the keys to unlock the manacles.
Okay. You've eventually managed to unlock the manacles and set her free. And as you are taking her out of the lab, you see the other slave, the elf woman, gasping in horror to her dead master, and she screams, What did you did?"
What someone should have done ages ago. You're free. Go. Leave this city. Never look back.
Guards! Guards! And she...
Oh fuck. Okay. Time to hoof it. Okay. I don't want to fight with innocents.
Okay, how do you want to leave? Just running?
Well, no. The thing is, if I cast Misty Step, it's just for me. Even if I have her carried in my arms.
Is it?
Right.
Let me double check on that. Misty, you teleport up to 30 feet to an occupied space that you can see. Yeah, usually when
Yeah.
you when a teleport spell brings someone with you, it describes. Well, you know what? Since she is a young, she's not a child. I described her as a teenager, but yeah, she still doesn't have a character sheet for her. She's too young for that. So I will consider her like an object if you bring her with you.
Okay. So I'm casting. Is there like an alley within range?
Yes, there is.
If there is, okay.
But my
Misty Step.
question for you, Urist, is: aren't you gonna take a look at what chemicals he has?
No. Urist wouldn't do it. He doesn't care. He was here to
Okay.
he was here to save the girl, and besides, like,
Okay.
and that was his mission. Yeah. Okay. Fine. He was a drug dealer. He's dead now.
Okay. So, Urist, you spent your second level slot on your powered up
Yeah.
smite, and now you're using your Misty Step to
And I'm out of second level slots.
to leave. Yeah. Just reduce your resources, and you avoid the guards entirely, and leave the Dr. Omo's house very quickly.
Okay.
As you were to where you take her?
Where is what's the closest?
Let me double check on the map here. You are in number 2, right? Or number 3? No, almost is number 1 actually. Yeah, so Mother Ren's is the closest.
Okay. I'm bringing her to. Sorry. I'm bringing her to Mother Ren, and but before I go back into a more populated area, I cover her with my mantle, cape, whatever, because I can't like go with a Medusa like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's fine. She's my daughter. I adopted her. That would actually. Plus, like, she called the guards and she would tell like a dwarf like carrying a Medusa. I kind of stand out, so I cover her. And then like I go up to Mother Wren and her room to whoever's still there.
Okay, so I suppose. Oh, there's still Ned, right? Uh, okay, Ned. While everything was happening, what do you do?
Ned has mostly been prepping and trying to get ready for the show. Kind of working on songs for the king because Ned doesn't have a whole lot of establishment-friendly songs.
Yeah. Okay, so you are mostly rehearsing your number. Don't you want to do anything else before we go to the full party moment?
No, I think that about covers it. Ned doesn't have a whole lot that he's doing. He trusts he trusts his party members who've got this.
Okay. So yeah, you are all reunited once again. So if
Yes.
Vida, you took the tiefling child to the sisters,
I
but
did.
both the Medusa and the elf are in Mother Wren's right now, correct?
I think that's right. Yes.
And I suppose Vida, you went to Mother Wren's after that because you did on the uh, last night, and they've been doing this this morning. So the four of you are reunited once again on the room that you have privacy. What do you do now?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd it go?
Well, uh, the Medusa teen is still with me. Yes, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Ned looks
Well,
at all the children we have in our room and go, "Wow, we should have booked a bigger room."
as you can see, okay, I tried the diplomatic way, but at some point he left me no choice. Let us be clear. I do not regret turning that fuck into a pulp. I would do that again and again and again and again.
Tell me you at least took his mask, because that would give your intimidation such a boost.
No.
Or drugs, anything.
No. All I did was take the kid and get out.
Yeah, that was the important thing.
Why would have I taken drugs? I wasn't there for drugs. I was there to save
This
the
time.
child.
Because then it looks like somebody broke in and robbed him for the drugs.
Oh no, that wouldn't have worked. Like the other slave, like actually found that I killed her master and screamed for the guards, so I had to teleport away.
With all luck, you've just set that poor slave girl's on the same path that Vita's going. So, we'll look forward to her in 10 years.
Or 10 sessions, as
10
she's hunting
seconds.
us.
Yeah,
The
we'll deal with that later.
the Medusa girl comes forward. Oh, also, I managed to grab this before we left, and she presents a healing potion.
I'll take it.
Wait. So, Urist, I specifically didn't freeze Santa because I knew that I'd have to kill everybody if I did that. Because I knew you'd be disappointed in me, so I didn't kill anybody, and then you got to kill somebody without me, and they were a drug dealer, and you left a witness. We gotta work on this, buddy. We need to teach you how to sneaky kill.
Or at least murder.
Okay,
Or, use our words.
guys. He
Oh,
I'm just kidding, Urist. You did good. You saved her. That's what matters.
I was gone for one afternoon.
Oh, Smashy, you should have dealt with this.
You did
should've-
good, Urist.
Okay,
Yes.
so here's the deal. We've brought down a lot of heat on ourselves. You guys need to get out of the city as soon as possible.
Yeah. Also, it turns out, because Blythe is so pretty, a lot of people look at her, and I think somebody might have spotted me looking like Blythe walking away. So I think Blythe might need to hide too. Sorry.
Okay. So, as it stands right now, I'm the only one not directly implicated in the theft of children.
Well,
Okay.
and me, and I take my hat off, and I look like me.
You know,
Nobody saw Vita.
So
Not
just
sad.
Blythe and Urist.
Liberation.
okay. So, I have a standing date with royalty. I think it's in my best interest that I'm there so we don't call down even more heat upon us. I can get myself out of the city just fine. We need to make arrangements to get all of us out of town in the meantime while I'm performing.
Well, I know a way, like a sneaky way out, but not many of us could go, and I mean, the children will die if we take them, which, if they're strong, they'll survive, but apparently that's bad. So, I can help you get out after your performance, if you need a sneaky sneak.
I can always turn myself invisible or fly out or some way, or I have a couple of options if we need them. I think the big priority is getting the kids and getting you guys, particularly Blythe and Urist, out of town before we get hauled in by the city guard.
Yeah. We can always, like, if we can make it just outside the city walls, I can probably find some place for us to hold up and wait for you to catch up with us.
We also have this, and I hold up the bag of holding that I brought. It's like, it's not a lot. If you need a couple of minutes to hide, like you can shove somebody in the bag.
I stick my head in it.
There's 10 minutes of air in there.
Now, do we
Which-
actually have this?
The bag of holding?
Yeah, did Ariel actually say they had it in stock? That's what I'm checking.
Yeah, you had only one excellent tier merchant.
Bag of holding is good through leatherworking.
Okay, so
I just want to double check, that's all.
why is leather work?
Well,
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
what time is it now?
You did everything on morning of that day, so it's past noon, I guess, unless you want to be later on. But at least it is high noon.
So, tonight, we get the kids out. I can find a place to, like, hide us in the woods. When is your performance again, Ned?
What DM? Would that probably be later in the evening?
Yeah, it is tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so we get you out tonight after your performance. We all get out together.
Yeah.
Because going during the day is a bad idea.
Probably, yeah.
Also, sorry, Nedgar. If you talk to anyone, to Mother Rans, about your... Actually, on the invitation, there is an asterisk saying that you should grab to be present on a set of clothing, at least.
Anybody got a fine set of clothing from their background?
Nope.
Nope.
I feel like Blythe probably would.
I don't know if
I
background
think she
skill-
bought some.
Yeah, but you can find one, not without too much.
Mother Wren has people. She knows where to get them.
Yeah, also Mother Rans.
Okay.
High
So
fashion.
here's an idea. What if we spend the afternoon shuttling people back and forth to get them out of town in the bag of holding? like using the bag of holding to get them like past city checkpoints or things like that.
It's gonna take longer than 10 minutes.
Here's the thing. So we have a covered wagon. If we load the kids up, keep the curtains and everything down until we get close to the gate, and somebody just stuffs every single kid in there, we should be able to just go right through. And then pop them out as soon as we're out.
Yeah, I mean, like, if a guard tries to search the card the carriage, we can simply Jedi mind trick, like use suggestion. You don't need to search this car. I don't need to search this car.
Okay, so here,
Or what if we just go close to the wall as we can, put the kids in the bag of holding, tie it on Vita, make Vita invisible, she darts across, gets to the other side, takes all the kids out, and then we just go through with the cart like la-di-da-di-da, we don't have any stolen children.
oh, we can do that, or we can do this. And Vita casts disguise self on herself, and now looks like the Baron, pulls the hood of the cloak up, sits down, and sitting down, she kinda roughly looks about the right size. And just all she has to do, yeah, just sit here inside the carriage, be like, this is a covert mission, let us alone, boom, we're through. Or we can do your way.
My one concern is that the Baron will be at the performance, and if news gets out that there were two Barons, it's more optics.
Yes. What about Lord Silver? Well, we could always go with we could always give me the bag, and I could just like go invisible and fly out. Yeah, that works.
I could give you fly, yeah.
And then the rest of us can like make not a scene, but like make it very
Make a goddamn zombie race.
with
Mr.
no
Ned,
kids.
you haven't seen this, Mr. Ned. And Vita just like activates the boots and just starts rising up to the ceiling.
Oh, even better. So
and
yeah,
it just comes back down.
That's probably the best way, is if we start doing that now.
And I can't fly, but I can go ahead out of the city and like find us a place to hide out until we can all kind of group up.
Yeah.
I really like the forest much better than the city. The city's stinky.
Can argue with that.
So yeah, we have a few ways we can do this then. We can take them in the cart, shove them in the bag, and just roll on out. Or we take them in the cart, shove them in the bag, somebody makes me invisible, and I fly them out.
I'd give you invisibility.
And do we want to get them out now or wait until nightfall?
Well, do they close and lock the gates at night?
It doesn't matter, you can fly over them.
Yeah.
True, but we wouldn't be able to bring the cart close by, and I need that to camouflage the kids until the last minute.
Plus, opening the gates at night would attract attention. Somebody will sound the alarm.
So we should do it now.
Yeah, you know that the gates are not completely shut, closed, but they control a little bit more who enters and who leaves the city at night.
Yeah.
So
By day we can still go with the flow and be as
there's
inconspicuous and.
Yeah, on daylight, there's a chance that that they decide to investigate your cart, and if they found any one of you suspect. But at night, it is certain that they would investigate everything before letting anyone pass.
So we go now, everybody but Ned and whoever needs to stay with Ned for the performance. And then we just ride the carriage, and then if they stop us to search, will cause a distraction and then give you time to pop all the little nuggets into the bag and then turn invisible, and then you book it. And then if they don't, then we just sit in the carriage and just carry on. Because if they don't even bother looking, there's no point in traumatizing them by shoving them into a tiny bag.
Of course.
Small spaces, they're not good.
True.
Okay, let's do that.
And if you accidentally take longer than 10 minutes, then we have lots of dead children, which, as I have been reminded, is a
Yeah.
good thing.
Well, I hate to correct you, but the reason why we have to wait till the last minute is it's 10 minutes of air total divided by the number of creatures put in the bag. So
Yeah.
only a minute total if there's 10 kids in there.
Yes, but then you also have a minute before they suffocate after that. So technically, we have 2 minutes before they die, but that's cutting it razor close.
Well, let's
But
see.
look at these kids.
Vita's movement is 30 feet. Dashing makes it 60. And that's in 6 seconds. We've got this.
Okay, but let's keep the bag as a last option.
Yes.
Yes.
And Urist, I can make you all good at talking to people, so that you can be like, I am with the church, and this is a holy mission, and don't check our cart, to hopefully get around having to actually talk to them.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Okay.
it did work with the drug dealer until, like, I started pressing for where is this poor Medusa kid. Then he got aggressive. But I was doing fine. I swear.
I believe you. You're the most responsible out of all of us here, except for Blythe, but her nose is in a book. So, you know, when Blythe isn't around, you're the adult, so we trust you.
Thank you.
Okay. So if this is the plan, here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to give each and every one of you a bardic inspiration as we part ways.
Perfect.
And that I believe that taps me out on bardics for the session.
So,
So we're
we
getting
go get the
ship
kids.
out.
So let's go get the ones from the sisters,
Yes.
and then the ones that we've already got. And then let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, so this is going to be a good plan, and let's wait to see Blythe's insight on all of that. If she's going with the rest of the party, or if she's going with Ned to the court. And since Ned didn't have an opportunity to have a little side quest of his own, let's do that starting next week's game, if that's okay with everyone else.
Yes, cool.
Probably is going to be Ned and Blythe. Since Blythe also is can make her way with diplomacy and noble talking. What do you
Yeah.
say?
Sounds like a
Sounds
plan.
good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Nice. Okay. So, what did you thought of all the plots and different things I prepare for each one of the kids to be rescued?
I mean, it was
went
going
nothing like
great
how I
till the
thought it
end
would.
there.
Yeah,
I-
Going great till the end there.
I think it's fitting for Urist to to apply his oath of revenge on.
No, that was perfect. Like I was no notes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfection.
I'm just surprised he didn't like just start smashing chemicals and just set the whole place on fire.
Yeah.
No, because he knew that if he did that, he wouldn't have accomplished his mission, which was finding the Medusa girl. Worse, by like setting everything on fire before he found her, he would have he could have endangered her life. So
Yeah.
all he did, like all this lying, and was was to protect the girl. To be honest, like he would have killed the guy one, even if he didn't attack him, because like you're a fucking drug dealer. The only thing I need to know from you is where the kid is. After that, you die. But yeah,
Yeah. You didn't even ask how is the public perception and the laws regarding drugs on this world. So, yeah, but either way, but it was very very interesting and very fun the way you dealt with everything and the natural way that
So
we split and I think I didn't put anything to like I didn't chronometrated the how much time everyone spent on their own quest, but I think it was very balanced overall. I don't know how's your opinion on that.
Feels like it.
Yeah. But
But
go ahead. Sorry.
what's up with the Medusa kid's eyes?
Yeah, you can take some time to see because she was definitely being a experiment of the of Doctor Omos.
I knew it.
Yeah.
it's a good thing he is a smear.
Yeah.
He was that type of guy that yeah, everything for science. Doesn't matter if I
I
hurt someone. I try to
I think he's lucky Ned got to him first.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would have taken Vita a long time to paper cut him to death.
To be honest, like I as a player wasn't expecting him to go down in one round.
That was amazing. And like a
Yeah.
perfect way to like use Urist's like divine oomph for the first time. Like it was just perfect.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
drug dealer who's hurting kids, and now you are a smear in history.
Yeah.
I just had this image of like Urist pulling like a Tony Stark with Hulkbuster armor, just repeatedly smashing him in the face. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, and if Eurus didn't beat him initiative or if he didn't one shot the guy, he would grab a potion of gaseous form and just flee.
Flee.
So yeah, he didn't have too few HP, so he would always get one shotted, but not so much that there wasn't a possibility of uh, stopping him before he left. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I had a blast once again. Another great session. You all did great. I am loving this new Oathman Urist,
hmm
following his
Yeah.
tenets of Paladin. So yeah, good.
I I am loving him too. Like I feel like much more useful this way.
Feels like he's found his groove and like his reason
Mhm.
instead of just like fuck getting married. Now it's like now he's got a cause,
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
and you play him very well.
yeah,
Thank you.
Very much.
yeah. Everyone is 5 stars role playing, but yeah.
Absolutely yes. You're all exceptional, guys.
Aw, thanks. So are you?
Yeah.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right. I got to get to bed, guys. I got to work in the morning. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Till next
Good session,
Night.
everybody.
Good session.